So, I thought, I've not shown you my home garden for quite a while. And now that it's summer glory, it'd be nice to have a little look round at it. So I think we'll go have a look round at the front first, show you what's going on there, and I'll bring you around the back again here. And I'll give you a little tour. Let's do it. So this is just part of my front garden area here. So we've got, this is just before it goes into the back garden here. And this room has just finished flowering. It was absolutely beautiful and the bees are loving it. That's just going over. This hydrangea's yet to come. Got some new buds on there, lovely. Hebes just down there. This has not survived the winter too well, but it's coming back. And this is Rose of Sharon, Hypericon, bush variety, and you can see it's loads of buds coming. This have loads of lovely yellow flowers. Starting probably next month. Lavender hedge, all coming up now with all the flower buds, so they'll be coming along at some point this month. And just want to show you the hedge. This is my hedge that I planted about 3 years ago now, and it's a Portuguese laurel, but you can see the beautiful flowers and absolutely gorgeous. This is the best year it's flowered so far. So that's looking good, it's filling out nicely. Gorgeous little shrub here, flowering now. And then we go over to this side, and this is one of my David Austin roses. This is Kew Gardens, all in bloom, absolutely beautiful. This one's yet to flower. This is called the Lady's Blush, that's another David Austin. And let's pop over here. Some pots there down there with some sedum, sage, and perennial wallflower down there. Another lavender in a pot. And we've got a Weigela down there. This is from a cutting a couple of years ago, so that's sort of coming a bit stronger every year. Fatinia Red Robin. And I forget the name of the shrub, but this comes out with beautiful purple foliage and gorgeous pink flowers. And up here, Mexican orange blossom. This again was from a cutting a few years ago. This is the best it's flowered, amazing. And some gorgeous heuchera down there. Very happy under this silver birch, which I planted with, not laid up on moved here. As I did with all of the trees. There was nothing in this garden at all, no hedges, no plants, no trees, nothing. And got my flowering currant there, that's finished now, that's nice. Hebes not survived the winter that great, so they're coming back a little bit. There is some new shoots coming on there, but not looking great. And Weigela here, this is a white variety. Some more Hypericon, a different type there. Aphids have been loving that, they're all over that. And there's another one of my David Austin roses. This is called Litchfield Angel. And this grows really tall, so that's why I wanted it right against this wall. And this gets this, it's south facing, so it gets the sun all day, so it's really, really good for that rose. It's a bit sprawly at the moment. Another Hypericon from a cutting. Just about to see the buds bursting on there. Worse for wear, Hebe. Another Mexican orange blossom, that's sort of going over as well. And there's my other lavender hedge. This is about 2 years younger than the other one. And gorgeous rowan, which I've got 4 in total I planted. But yeah, look at the flowers on this Portuguese laurel. Fab for pollinators, and the scent, I just can't even tell you, absolutely stunning, gorgeous. And then, a bit of a prairie planting theme here. And get out the shadow. So we've got a couple of grasses in here. This is some summer flowering alliums down here, looking lovely. And this is a leucanthemum white daisy, nectarscordum, bulbs, there's a bit of structure in there, and this is Crocosmia, which is orange flowered, and the beginnings of the Rudbeckia goldsturm coming back there, and then I've got the seed on either end as well, so it's sort of like repeated each side. So that's going to look gorgeous next month into July. Let's go and have a look at the back garden. Just before we go in, got a bay there in a pot. Winter, give it a bit of hassle, but it's getting new shoots on it now, so that's good. Okay, in we go. So let's start on this side, shall we, and then we'll come around to the patio. I find my hydrangeas do really well in pots because I've got alkaline soil and there's just really not enough nutrients in this soil. It's very very stony and flinty. So this one is obviously a purplish leafed one. And it has lovely pinky white flowers on it, so that's going to be fabulous. And we've got ceanothus here that's going over a little bit, but the bees absolutely love this. And there's another one of my David Austin roses. This is Tottering by Gently. Bit of a yellow theme sort of going on here, the connor from the background, and then the euonymus down here. And we go on to the circle. This is another type of broom. It's a red flowered, reddy pinky, all coming out now. That comes sort of a bit later than the yellow one in the front. That's looking nice. Alliums looking absolutely stunning. This is Christophii, I think. And then we've got some daisies down here, and this geranium's gone over now. A little bit of a lily coming here. Peonies are going over. These were pink, but they gradually fade to like a whitish. And then geraniums in flower down here, hardy geranium. And we've got this rose. It's not David Austin, but it's an absolute stunner. I've got another one on the other side. And then a huge flowering currant. Obviously gone over now, that's finished flowering, but I absolutely love, one of my favourite shrubs, flowering currant. I love the scent of it. And then we've got some more hardy geranium down here, some more heuchera looking fab, seeding ready to pop out. This is a hybrid tea rose. It's not our David Austin. I think it was from the pound shop. But yeah, that's a peachy colour. Buddleia coming back here after I pruned it last year. Some more leucanthemum daisy, white daisy type. And we've got here lovely golden plum. Small plums on it. It didn't flower, it didn't fruit last year, but it definitely flowered this year, and we've got lots of fruit, and it's really, really beautiful, sweet fruit on that. Very nice. So that's to come. And then we've got down here some more gorgeous hardy geraniums and geums mixed in. This is geum, this is Bradshaw, the red one. And then we've got absolutely stunner of a rose here. This is another one of my David Austin, one of the 12 I've got, and that's called the Ancient Mariner. At the back here we've got, this is hibiscus, and this is late flowering, very late flowering, so it'll be getting ready to set its buds soon. Choicea yellow variety of the Mexican orange blossom, just finished flowering. The last little blooms there. Look at a bee inside that wild rose. And at the back here We've got Deutzia, fab shrub, just starting to flower now. As you can see, all the buds starting on it. Lovely white flower. And the back here, a bit more of an established wide Gila, and that's going over a little bit now, but it has been amazing. The bumblebees love that. Down here we've got some Veronica that's gone over, but if you trim the flower spikes back you'll get a second flush, which is what I've done. And then the heuchera here. Here we've got the mountain cornflower, Centaurea. Bees love it as well. Penstemon here, see, not looking best, it is coming back, and Penstemon down there, and this is Salvia hot lips. Now they're all a little bit jaded this year, they got really badly hit by the cold, so not come back as good as they should, but I'm sure they'll recover at some point. And more heuchera down here. I like to repeat right throughout the garden, and then I've got the Veronica here, obviously finished flowering, hopefully I get a second flush. And then these alliums, Purple Sensation, they've just sort of going over now. The Christophii coming through. Look at this stunner. Oriental Poppy. Lovely. And these are buds from Catanache. They are, look, hear that? They look dead, don't they? Because they're the buds ready to come out, and they've got lovely pale blue flowers on them. And again, pollinators love it. I plant a lot, mainly for pollinators, you know. But this is a perennial, and it's a herbaceous perennial, so it'll just come back every year. And we have this pink stunner. You may have seen the purple one I had at the plot. This was grown from seed last year, and it's obviously done amazingly this year. The same rose that was over the other side that I showed you. Massive blooms on that. And we start off, and the buds look like a orangey, pinky. I'll probably go into this lovely peach. On the back here, some of the David Austin. This is Princess Anne. And my obelisk here, this is a honeysuckle. It does go a bit crazy, but I quite like the structure, it gives a bit of height there. Move further around, and what I've done here, these are just some onions actually that were they were just growing in the ones that I had from last year harvest, and they were just growing in the garage where I'd stored them. So do you know what I thought? I'm going to leave them. I'm going to put them in as treat them as an allium and let them flower and let the bees have them. So we'll see what they do. Keep you updated. Cistus down here, little shrub, nice. Chives, absolutely amazing. Bees love them. A bit more of an established Rebecca Goldstern there. And then we come around here, and this is starting to flower. Blue peachy apricot type flower, and this is another David Austin, Lark Ascending, that one's called. Another hybrid tea, I think this is a red one from the pound shop. Some more gorgeous gin. And we've got the beginnings of some, this is Japanese anemone here, this is a purple one. You have to sort of keep on top of it, it does spread. Keep sort of pulling it up if you don't want it anywhere there. But we've got the sort of last of the Aquilegia here, look. And another colour here. Again, these were grown from seed last year. Or columbine, as our Canadians and American cousins call them. And then we sort of go back to the start here. Let's have a look in the circle where sundial is. So this is London's Pride, absolutely lovely. Some scabious. I planted another something in here because the previous occupant of that space did not survive the winter. It was a penstemon, so I've popped something else in there, so that should give a bit of height here. And these just look like old bits of grass, I know, but you can see there is some buds coming on them. These are alliums, as you can see. These alliums have flowered, and they are starting to go over now, but they're looking great. I'll just leave these seeds head on and give some structure during the summer. But yeah, so they should give another flush of colour. Look at this beautiful campanula down here, and this is mixed with some hardy geranium coming through there. It's Palmonium, Jacob's Ladder. This is a variegated version. And then around here, again, say repeated planting. This is more mountain wallflower. It's cornflower, should I say? And some more London's Pride, and then this is perennial wallflower, different colour. I did have a purple one here, but it didn't survive the winter, along with a lot of my shrubs. Let's go and have a look at the other side. Right, let me first go to this now. Pride and Joy, look at this absolute stunner specimen. This is David Austin, Olivia Rose Austin, and you know, it's absolutely, well, you can see for yourself, beautiful, so healthy as well. We've got some different types of heuchera down here, which is flowering, another perennial wallflower, and a lemony cream lupin, again grown from seed last year, doing well. Some more oriental poppies over here, and this scabious never disappoints. It's all coming into bloom now. More hardy geraniums, and then this is my climbing rose, Sunset Obelisk. This is doing a lot better than it did last year. And then again, some more heuchera down here, two different types, and they're both flowery. Back here we've got another rose, hybrid tea. This is not a David Austin, but it always does well over here in the centre, it's absolutely stunning. Castor oil plant, I have to keep sort of chopping this one back because it shades everything out. Forsythia here is finished flowering, laurel, and then this hardy geranium absolutely goes crazy and just flowers, rather than the actual variety of, the name escapes me at the moment, but it'll come back to me. And then this is my newly planted little pot that I used. It's an old strawberry planter that's not really good for strawberries because it dries out too quickly, so I thought I'd put succulents and alpines in it, and it seems to be doing okay, so we'll see how that gets on. Over this side there's a little bit more shade and a little bit damper because the sun comes across this way, and I have a little bit of shade from the fence there. So this is where my astilbes like to live. So these are pink flowering ones. I have divided these up as well. It's a white flowering one with a darker leaf. It's Malcolmella mollis under there. This is a prostrate astilbe, so it's like a ground cover type one. This again is a different type to the other larger one here. Some more heuchera, and then ligularia down there as well, as newly planted. And I thought on this obelisk, and you can see it started flowering. This is, I've only just bought this year, little paracantha, and on here is it's a winter flowering clematis. As you can see over this side, I had to put a couple of new things in here. I did have a lovely pittosporum that was about as high as the fence, and yeah, the winter killed it, so that had to come out. Got more astilbe at the back there, shuttlecock ferns, and then some hostas in here as well. And then this is Japanese anemone over this side, and that is the white variety, and it doesn't seem to spread as much, not too bad. So that's that, and the sun's come out there, look. Should we go and have a look on the deck? Absolutely lovely regal pelargonium there, and a lot of these I've just planted up, so they're sort of going to come into their own a little bit. So we've got some herbs, some pelargoniums. This sage is flowering. This is another little succulent terracotta planter that I planted up. Flowers on it, look, beautiful. And then this one's coming out, so there's succulents and alpines in there really. This is my new furniture for the deck. The other one had it, and then this is a lovely white rose in a lovely terracotta pot there. That is it's not a David Austin one, that one. And we go over to here. Now this is a David Austin one. This is Emily Bronte. Beautiful that. And this is planted in an old tea chest. Yeah, I've got some terracotta pots with some salvia, pelargoniums here. Lilies in pots. They'll get moved once they flower, just moved out of the way, because they are a bit boring, let's face it, once those lilies have flowered. And getting some good buds on here now. And another David Austin rose in a pot here. This is Roald Dahl. And over this side, this is it's a type of bush shrub type lilac. That's finished flowering now, and just some more lavender that I potted up. It was in a smaller pot, so it's looking a bit sorry for itself now, so it'll come back a little bit. And this is another Juxia. This is a purple version, so that's ready to burst. This should be great. Okay, let's have a little look at the patio area. And we're done. Huge hydrangea here with pink flowers on it again. So the hydrangeas do like it in pots, so it's in a huge pot here. So that's all coming through now, that'll be good. Very happy hosta here, no slug damage, thank goodness. And just a new shrub I've put down there that likes the shade. This again, this is a bit of a shady spot, so this is quite happy. So, patio cherry in a pot. Did have some cherries on it, a lot of them have dropped off. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's looking very successful. Has been fed, so I don't know, we'll see. And then we've got hosta here, ready to flower, and camellia will have to grow in ericaceous compost because they do like acid, and I say I've got alkaline here, so that I have to give that a good feed as well. And just some dwarf dahlias down here that overwintered, and some dianthus, and then the same on this side, and then that's again some aquilegia, mint, perennial wallflower, like a miniature little poppy. Gorgeous coloured hosta there, that flowers later than the other ones. It's a white flower. Again, this was my slug damage hosta, the only one that got damaged sadly at home. It's okay, it's sending out some buds. Another hydrangea, new planter that I bought. So this is looking, it's not too established yet, so it's looking a bit rough and ready, but again, just popped a poppy in here. This is again some perennial wallflowers, smaller versions, alpines, and this is a dwarf lupin. And then these grasses, I thought we'd give it a bit of structure. These were just rescued out of the garden. So, and below it we've got a new hebe. That was to replace a couple of the ones that were killed off. That's got some flower spikes coming on it there, look. And a lovely little rescue hosta that I got from Dobbies. This was inspired from when I went to Malvern and I saw, and the Chelsea Flowers, and I saw some lovely miniature hostas. And this hydrangea is a white one. It's a new one this year. And then finally we've got another hydrangea. As you can see, I like my hydrangeas. These are all from cuttings, and these, as you said, is the same as what you've seen before. These, a lot of these were all divided up, so I've got lots more hostas. And it's a gorgeous leafed one here. They're all sending out some lovely flower spikes. Okay, that is garden tour done, beginning of June 2023.